Okay, hello, this is Miss Cruz. So now we are going to do experiment number 2. For experiment number 2, beaker A will get 200 milligrams room temperature water. Beaker B will get 20 milligrams room temperature water. So this one has 200, this one has 20. Both is room temperature water. Okay, so let me measure them. And again, I'll put them in the cups so then I can pour them in at the same time. Okay, so this one, we'll do the 200 first. Okay, so I got 100. Okay, now we need 100 more. A little bit more. There we go. So we have 200 milligrams of room temperature water ready to go for beaker A. Let's get the temperature, room temperature. So now for beaker B, we need 20. Okay. So 20 is right here. Overshot it. Need a little bit more. This one's hard because it's such a small amount. Alright, there we go. So you can see. 20 milligrams room temperature water. Okay, so taking our temperature, room temperature water, it is around 22 degrees Celsius. Okay, so now we're going to pour them at the same time. So this one again gets 200 milligrams room temperature water. B only gets 20. All right, so let's pour them at the same time. And then observe which one melts the ice the fastest. So you can see a big difference. This one's pretty full. This one barely has any water because it's only 20 milligrams. All right, so now we're going to observe and see which one melts the ice the fastest. Let's check the temperatures while we're waiting. So for the one that has 200 milligrams of water, the temperature is around, say, 17 degrees Celsius. The one that has 20 milligrams is around 8. So that's already telling you that this one has more thermal energy. And that is partly due that it has more water. This one has 200, this one has 20. So this one definitely has more water, as it has 200 milligrams. So it has more particles that can interact with the ice and then cause it to melt. This one has much less. You can see the water doesn't even cover completely the ice. So it will help melt it, but it'll take much longer. As opposed to this one, you can already see it melting. It is a lot smaller than the other one. It is getting a little hollow in the middle. And that is because it has more water particles to interact with it and give it some thermal energy. This one doesn't have as many, so it's only working on it at the bottom part where it is touching it. So looking at our data, I know it's not completely melted, but we can already tell this one's going to melt it faster, and it's partly due that it has more particles that can interact with it and transmit more of that thermal energy. This one simply doesn't have enough, so it's only transmitting heat on the bottom part. This one looks like pretty much on all sides. So for experiment number 2, beaker A is melting the ice the fastest. And it's because it's 200 milligrams and it has more particles. So it has more mass. All right, so that was experiment number 2.